Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Fran of Frantastic Pins and happy Vlogmas. Today we are going to continue on with my pin tour series, and so we're going to go ahead and turn the camera around and see which books we're exploring today. Alright friends, so today I thought it would be awesome to explore the pin books of my original collections, which is my girl Ariel and the Little Mermaid, and so she's in this book solo. And then the next book here is of my girl Tinkerbell, and she actually shares this book with my Rapunzel and Tangled collection, but obviously I put Tinkerbell in the front just because I didn't want to mix them up too much. But let's go ahead and start with my Tinkerbell book. So as you can see here, this is the latest Meg with the back pocket from Crack and Trade. I'll link them below if you want to check out their products, but let's just dive right into the front page here. And so I went a little more simple with this front page. These are a lot of my favorite Tinkerbell pins. I like this kind of like moon and stars theme going on, so I put these Tinkerbell pins out in front. This pin here is a little name tag of Walt Disney World, and this corner pin here is actually, I think, one of the first Tinkerbell pins I purchased. I also have a mug with that, and then this center pin is a fantasy pin by Pins and Things. And then this next page is basically the rest of the pins that I own. I have had to slim it down a little bit. Oh yeah, these two pins are actually, I honestly think they're both scrappers, but they were one of the first I collected when trading with cast members, so I saved them as keepsakes. Obviously won't be putting them back into circulation, but yeah, this is the Tinkerbell page. Moving on to the next page is my Rapunzel collection. So down here in the bottom left, that's another Pins and Things fantasy pin. These pins here are Acme, DSSH, and then just a bunch of other pins that I thought would be great. So ideally this would have been kind of like the cover page if Rapunzel had her own book, which I don't know, maybe she will someday. I really love Rapunzel pins, but I also am very picky with Rapunzel pins. But yeah, these are some of my favorite ones. And then on the back side of that page, we kind of have the hodgepodge of other pins I've been collecting over time. This top corner here is another fantasy pin. I don't know who the creator is, but it's definitely a cute one. I have the Flynn and Punzi from the most recent release at Disneyland. We have some Maximus in this corner, and then the bottom half of this page, I don't know if I span down to it, but it's primarily Pascal, which is fine. I'm very happy with that, and I don't know, maybe one day he'll have his own page. And then the following page is my completed Tangled character connection puzzle set. This is one of my favorite puzzle sets, mainly because of how the background has that kind of like teal glittery effect to it, and then there's like lanterns all throughout the bottom, and it has her hair through the puzzle. It's just one of my favorites. And then on the bottom here, it's not organized. These pins still kind of need to be organized, but I just put them in the pin book just to have them stored. But these are some pretty great LEs, some fantasy pins, and then Pascal disguising, I think, on the flower pot. Super cute. And then this final page are of Humongo fantasy pins. This one here is Princesses in the Park by Disney Chris, and then this one here is a, I think, B or C grade from Pins and Things, and then the latest Paris release of Tinkerbell animator pins. So yeah, that's this book. So let's go ahead and close this up, and let's move on to my homegirl Ariel. This entire book is all Ariel / Little Mermaid pins. Don't hate. Yeah, so let's just get into it. Here is the front page. Majority of these pins are fantasy, but this one in the center here obviously is the El Capitan marquee, so that's DSSH, which is Disney Studio Store Hollywood. We got the two hidden Mickeys from both Disneyland and Walt Disney World, and then this Wreck-It Ralph one I think either came in a mystery box or a pin set. I'm not 100% sure. But here on the corners are a bunch of fantasy pins. The bottom left was a Pins and Things. The center one was Adriana Fantasy, and then these other three, I'm not 100% sure where they were from. I actually got them in Black Lives Matter fundraiser auction on Instagram, so I'm glad I got those. And then this backside here is kind of like the greens slash mermaid collection of like hidden Mickeys, random open edition pins that I've collected over the years. And then this page here is pink dress, a little bit of blue dress, a little bit of Vanessa. I love this bottom left pin, or we'll start at the top of the page. These both are Disney Chris pins. I think one is Rival Reflection, Just You and I, and then this bottom left one is my newest favorite. This is also from Disney Chris, and I love the crossover between heroine slash villain. And yeah, this is one of my favorite pages. I do love Ariel in her dresses, her pink dress, her blue dress. This next page is Humongo Fantasy Pins. Most of these have been shown in previous Pin Mail Monday videos. But yeah, this massive Disney Chris one in the middle, Princess at the Parks. I don't know if I want to keep it, but here it is. I have the Rapunzel one to this too that you guys saw earlier. But anyways, moving on to the last page, we have my WDI Ariel dresses. I have 3 of the 7, and I don't know, we'll see where we get with that, but that's the pin collection for today. Happy day 8 of Vlogmas, friends! It's time to open up our Advent pin calendar. So that means I got my Christmas sweater on, I got my Christmas ears on, and now let's grab box number 8, which is down here. And let's see what pin we have for today. Ooh, this feels like a tiny one, just like yesterday's. What is it? Who is it? It is a Park Pal pin, and this one is a Brer Rabbit featured on the Splash Mountain ride. I remember he was very popular when these pins first came out. It was also around the same time that they announced that Splash Mountain was switching to Princess and the Frog, so there was a lot of value being added to Splash Mountain and their characters. So I don't really know what happened, what's up with it now, but I just know that this will definitely be a fun trader. All right, there we go. We've added him to our Advent pin board. If you're interested in seeing the rest of the pins for the rest of Vlogmas, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, have a fantastic day.